This is a matter of filming something in case it comes out right. Not, I've done it a lot of times and I know it's great and I'm going to film it. This is an old recipe from many years ago that I used to make, and so I'm trying to remember exactly how I did it. And it's very much a revised version of appetizer snack my mom used to make. What is the same about hers and mine is the cocktail bread. So whether you buy rye or pumpernickel, I bought pumpernickel. I think she used to use rye, but I don't think it matters. Of these little breads. And she would use Jimmy Dean sausage and Velveeta cheese, I think, maybe, or some kind of cheddar cheese. Anyway, so I'm using the Gimme Lean ground sausage style meat substitute, and probably about a half of this package is what I ended up with. It was frozen, and I thawed it out in warm water. I've never done that before, but it was fine. And this works better if it's warm, not cold, but not cooked. Be careful about that for this recipe. And a quarter cup of Kraft fat-free shredded cheddar. And even though that sausage substitute has some spices in it, I'm going to add a little bit of garlic powder and sage as well, because I think Mom used to use the Jimmy Dean sausage with sage in it. So, I think meatloaf, because it's really hands-on, and it's very sticky, not like hamburger. So, you're going to get dirty. So, after you wash your hands, you might want to spray some non-fat spray on your hands. I know I've done it that way in the past. I've also done it trying to use a fork. In the end, your hands are going to get in there at one point or another. So, where to start? I've got the oven reheat. I have the oven heating at about 375. If you wanted to start first by putting your little pieces of bread on your cookie sheet, you could do that. Now, if you do this with sausage, you cook the sausage first. Okay, just a few sprinkles of garlic, because it already has spice, and a little bit of sage. I'm going to start with a fork, mush that in there, mush the spices in, and then I'm going to add the quarter cup of some of this cheese stuck together, and basically that's it. After you mix it in good though, and that's why sometimes I go to my hands so I can get the cheese really through all of the sausage, then you would just put, I don't know, about a spoonful on a piece of this bread, and you would bake the breads. And then, you know, especially if you were having guests over wanting to serve this now, you would toast this and then serve it. I think Mom used to put them on here and then freeze them and then heat them up when it was time for the party. Actually, I might not have to get my hands in this at all, and I think it's because I have the fake sausage at room temperature. I think that's helped. So Mom would take a regular sausage one, and she would put the whole cookie tray in a freezer, and then after 10 minutes or so, when things were frozen, then she would dump them in a Ziploc bag and they won't stick. But I'm not doing that today. I'm going to go ahead and cook them and maybe serve them this evening. So I've mixed my spices and my cheese into this, and I want it to be rather uniform, so I guess I'll use a spoon and see how far I go and how many pieces of bread I end up using. So, just a regular teaspoon, not a measuring teaspoon. I think I'll just put, let's see, and you can use the spoon to kind of mush it down, spread it around on the piece of bread. So you start in the middle and work your way out. Okay? I've got 3 so far, so I'm not sure how many I'll end up with, but then I'm going to bake them, say, probably 10 minutes. I'll let you know otherwise. I'll show you when they're done. Okay, this is them before they go in the oven. This is the package of what I'm using. Here's the cocktail bread. Give me a better look. Alright, and I'll show you when they're done. Okay, it looks like they came out good. I ended up with 14, and I baked them at 375 my oven for just about 15 minutes. I chickened out. I think I took them out at 14 minutes. So here they are. They have about 40 calories each. Not bad for an appetizer snack. So after I turn off the camera, I'll try one. And if you're watching this video, it tasted good. So, there you go. I'll zoom in, I think, and let you see what they look like. But just another appetizer. Think back to that other tray I made with the apple wontons, and we have pizza snacks, the apple wontons, and the pumpkin cream cheese with the cinnamon toast crackers. Those types of things. Pepper strips make great appetizer trays, especially around the holiday times when many of the appetizers out there, like I don't know, mushrooms stuffed with cheese wrapped in bacon kind of stuff, you might choose this instead if you're trying not to gain weight over the holidays.